Kim, see what I texted?
For you. Ask Ms. Ramswell to chair the meeting tonight since she has experience in doing it.
Later on, we're going to have a pastor that will do the invocation, so, for the council meeting. Yeah.
At this point, I'll nominate Ms. Ramswell to be the chair.
I'll second that.
Okay, I guess, yeah.
Thank you, okay?
Yep.
Do we need a formal vote?
Do we just say aye? Aye.
Yeah, we'll
yes.
go down the row and say aye or nay.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. So that was his way of letting me do all the work tonight. So I guess the next order of business then will be the election of a vice chair.
I'd like to nominate Teresa Hebert.
Oh. Okay, we have a first and a second. Any further discussion? Seeing none, Mr. King?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, so that resolves the election of the CRA Board Chair and Vice Chair. Next item up is the agenda approval. Any comments on that? Any motions to approve?
Second.
Okay, a motion and a second. All those in favor, we'll go down the row. Mr. King?
Aye.
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 Aye. Okay, agenda approved. Public comments. Do we have any public comments for the CRA meeting this evening? Anything online? Anything in person?
No, ma'am.
Okay, seeing none, moving on to new business. A, background information for RFP 21-03-FIN, tax-exempt loan financing.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. We have just some background information on the loan deal that we have described to you, saying at City Council many times before. Appearing virtually, we have Dwayne Draper, and then in person we have Chris Rowe back here in the gray suit, and they are both of the firm Bryant Miller Olive, and they are our note counsel in this particular transaction. And Chris, if you could just briefly introduce the transaction. We have discussed this at length at the City Council, so they're generally familiar.
Very good. Good evening to the board. My name is Chris Rowe with Bryant Miller Olive. You have before you for consideration this evening a short resolution approving an interlocal agreement with the City of Destin. The purpose of the interlocal agreement is to document the agency's obligation to forward tax increment revenues to the city each year in an amount equal to the portion of the refinanced debt equal to the CRA project and CRA note that's being refinanced as part of the transaction. Glad to answer any questions about the interlocal agreement or the obligation of the city as it pertains to the refinancing.
Anybody have any questions or comments on this item? Seeing none, is there a motion to pass this, or is that
I'll make
what
a
is
motion
necessary?
A motion to approve Resolution CRA 21-01.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Okay, motion and a second. Any further discussion? Seeing none, motion carries unanimously. Moving on to item B, Resolution CRA 21-01.
That's actually what you just approved. We just kind of combined it into one thing. So
Well,
you're good to
perfect.
go. Yep.
So then we're good to go. Public comments then. Seeing nobody just chomping at the bit to speak. Anything online?
No, ma'am.
All right, then that is it for the CRA for this evening. Thank everyone, and bang, we are adjourned.